Hello, my name is Dale Doughty and I'm with Bergeron Protective Clothing and Equipment, and today we are going to talk about NFPA 1981 and what has changed in the 2018 edition, specifically in regards to the G1. So the first thing that has changed is how the facepiece attaches to the regulator. It requires two distinct actions to remove the regulator. So we have to push both the button at the top and the button at the bottom, push and pull. Those are the two distinct actions. The second thing that has changed with regards to the regulator is that it has to pass a strength test. NFPA requires that this regulator will stay on the facepiece with up to 56.2 pounds of pulling pressure, which the G1 did meet or exceed. So that is everything to do with the facepiece. The next has to do with the control module. So the control module has to have the ability to record and timestamp the pressure inside the bottle and the firefighter's breathing rate during operations. And this will be data logged inside the control module and can be accessed by us or you if you have the proper software. The additional thing that this allows is for a command officer to add a MSA hub system to the G1 setup. And this would allow command to be monitoring each member's breathing rate, cylinder capacity, and that type of data during operations remotely by radio signal. So that's a nice feature. The next change is with regards to the emergency breathing system. Now in the past, MSA referred to this as the Extend Air 2 system. However, now it is referred to as the UEBSS system, and that's uniform across all manufacturers. What that stands for is Uniform Emergency Breathing Safety System. So the bag has to be stamped with just those initials, UEBSS. So inside this bag we would have this hose, which would allow you to connect to your tower or to a downed firefighter in order to share your air with him. So this is an optional system with MSA. For this new NFPA edition, it is required that all manufacturers have universal connections similar to the UAC, which is still a feature on all air packs today. So the last thing, I'm sorry, not the last thing, but the next thing that has changed is that the pass alarms have to all have the same signal across all manufacturers. So whether you have an MSA or a Scott, when you're on a fire ground, if you have a downed firefighter and their pass alarm is activated, going forward, the sound will be exactly the same regardless of the manufacturer. They tested the sound to make sure that it had the right sound width so that it was easily recognizable in high noise situations with sirens and everything, all the other sounds of a fire ground. And this is the sound. It's not warmed up yet. So that's what the sound will be like, and that will be for all manufacturers after this edition takes place. And then finally, the last thing is that there's a testing requirements for the radio device that's in this system, and that's certain requirements that each manufacturer has to meet. And basically what that does is, back to the telemetry option, is that there's certain requirements as to how strong the radio signal has to be to come out of this control module and radio to the hub system as far as giving the breathing rate and the cylinder capacity to the commanding officer. So those are the major changes for NFPA 1981 2018 edition that actually just took effect within the last year. And because these G1s are updatable. We can update them with a radio ID tag, and that will make them 2018 compliant. If you have any questions, give me a call, 207-400-6990. And my name is Dale Doughty with Bergeron Protective Clothing.